What's up, guys? Welcome back to Edge Over Action. Today is June 29th, and we are about to run the baseball model across a full MLB board. But before we get into that, let's get into yesterday's recap. We went 1-3, unfortunately. Wasn't the day we wanted. We took Astros at Tigers, Astros first 5 money line, which was a loss. Dodgers at Padres, Padres plus 1.5, which was a loss. Phillies at Mets, Phillies money line, which we won. And Athletics at Angels, Athletics money line, loss. Again, it's not the day we wanted, but we stayed disciplined. We didn't try to chase any bets. We didn't try to get that money back. It is what it is, and we move forward. So, anyways, before we get into today's slate, quick disclaimer. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Sports betting involves risk, and I am not responsible for any losses, bad beats, line movements, or decisions you make with your own bankroll. Always bet responsibly, only bet what you can afford to lose, and follow the laws where you live. Now, if you enjoy disciplined sports betting content, MLB slate breakdowns, market reads, simulations, and real bet or pass decisions, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the daily card. Here's how we do things here on Edge Over Actions. We do not start with the picks, we start with the board. First, we scan the full slate. We look for weather flags, pitching volatility, strange line movement, public money splits, sharp money signals, bullpen fatigue, travel spots, lineup risk, and games that may actually be worth modeling. Second, we build a short list. Not every game deserves action. Most games are passes. We are only looking for the games where the market might have made a mistake. Third, we read the market before the model. We want to know where the line opened, where it moved, who the public is betting, where the money is showing, and whether the move looks like real steam or fake steam. Fourth, we run the baseball model. That gives us projected scores, win percentages, fair lines, total probabilities, first 5 edges, and possible mispriced markets. Fifth, we stress test everything. We ask, what makes this bet completely wrong? What if the starter is worse than expected? What if the bullpen is tired? And what if the weather edge disappears? What if the market side is not a trap and the market is right? We need to know these questions, okay? And then finally, we make that call. Better pass, baby. No leans, no maybes, and no forced plays. And one more important rule, we're not about building parlays here. We're not trying to get rich off one lottery ticket. This channel is about growing the account with disciplined, straight bets and bankroll protection. Parlays are fun, guys, but they are not the foundation of this process. And before we start the scan, hit that like button if you want more daily MLB breakdowns. So here it is. Let's get into today's board. All right, guys, so jumping into today's slate, we've got White Sox at Orioles. Market read, mixed and noisy. The White Sox have some respected dog interest at plus 110 or better, but the board is not clean enough to call it a real steam. Orioles are the home favorite, but the price does not fully match how close the matchup looks. The model read, slight White Sox value, but thin. Sean Burke has a cleaner profile than Shane Baz right now, but Baltimore's power bats can erase that quickly. Most likely scores, White Sox 5-4, Orioles 5-4, 4-4 in the late. The best angle tested was White Sox money line at plus 110. Stress test, if Burke is 15% worse, Baltimore's middle order power becomes a major problem. If the White Sox bullpen is needed early, the edge drops fast. Weather at Camden is probably for offense, so a few hard hit balls can turn into a volatile game. If there is a 3-run first inning by Baltimore, the White Sox money line is in serious trouble. Strongest reason not to bet it, the edge is too small and the market signal is not clean. So for this game, the sharpest bet is White Sox money line plus 112. Next game, we've got Nationals at Red Sox. The market read, Boston is expensive. The Red Sox are taking public and money support, but the number is inflated relative to the matchup. The sharpest idea in the document is not Washington full game because the Nationals bullpen is a major weakness. It is Washington first 5 at a big plus price. Model read, Boston deserves to be favored because Ranger Suarez has a starter edge over Miles McCollum. But Washington's offense versus lefties keeps them live early. Most likely scores, Red Sox 5-4, Red Sox 4-3, Nationals 4-3. Best angle tested, Nationals first 5 money line. Stress test: if McCullers is bad early, the bet can lose fast. If Boston's lineup gets traffic in the first 2 innings, Washington's first 5 is basically dead. Washington's bullpen risk is why full game is not attractive if the umpire has a tight zone. McCullers becomes even more vulnerable. Strongest reason not to bet it: Boston is the better full game team, and the starter gap still favors the Red Sox. So for this game, the best angle is Nationals' first 5 money line. All right, next game, Pirates at Phillies. The market read: this is the cleanest sharp side on the slate. The public is more comfortable with Philadelphia, but the better money indicators point towards Pittsburgh. The Pirates have both the starter edge and the better market value profile. The model read: Braxton Ashcraft over Aaron Nola is the key. Nola's ERA/whip profile creates traffic risk, while Ashcraft gives Pittsburgh the cleaner first 5 path. Most likely scores: Pirates 5-4, Pirates 4-3, Phillies 4-3. First 5 most likely: Pirates 3-2, Pirates 2-1, tied at 2-2. The best angle: Pirates first 5 money line. Stress test: if Ashcraft is 15% worse, the bet still survives because Nola has his own blow-up risk. If the Phillies hit an early homer, that's the main danger. If Pittsburgh bullpen is bad, it does not matter as much because it's first 5. Weather Park is hitter-friendly enough that no pitcher is fully safe. If there is a 3-run first by Philly, the bet is in major trouble. Strongest reason not to bet it: Schwarber, Harper, Power, coin flip the first 5 instantly. For this one, we're looking at Pirates first 5 money line minus 130 or better. All right, next game, Tigers at Yankees. Market read: there was some Detroit buyback after the Yankees got expensive. That usually gets my attention, but the move is not clean enough to trust fully. Yankees opened and closed. It opened and then came back down. Looks like the model read: Casey Mize gives Detroit a starter path, and the Yankees are dealing with lineup and injury issues. But Detroit's road profile and bullpen risk make this uncomfortable. The most likely scores: Yankees 4-3, Tigers 4-3, Yankees 5-3. The best angle tested for this game is Tigers money line. Stress test: if Mize is 15% worse, the Tigers lose their biggest edge. If Detroit's bullpen is needed before the 6th, Yankees' power becomes a problem. Yankee Stadium can punish mistakes, but if wind is not extreme, the public Yankees side is correct. Detroit's offense may not have enough margin. Strongest reason not to bet it: the good number is gone. So for this one, we're looking at Tigers money line. Okay, next game, Mets at Blue Jays. Market read: very messy. Some respected picks are on the Mets, but the money screen shows strong Toronto support. That disagreement makes the market read unreliable. The model read: Toronto has the better starter profile with Savage over Mania, but Toronto is in poor form, and the Mets have enough top-end bats to keep it close. Lindor: uncertainty matters. Most likely scores: Blue Jays 5-4, Mets 5-4, Blue Jays 4-3. Best angle tested in this game is Mets money line. Stress test: if Mania is 15% worse, Toronto can put up runs early. If Lindor is out or limited, the Mets lineup loses balance. If Toronto's money line is real and not public noise, the Mets price is not actually wrong. Strongest reason not to bet it: conflicting market signal plus lineup uncertainty. So for this game, the best angle is Mets money line. Rangers Guardians. Market read: the model case is Texas, but betting market move toward Cleveland, which is a red flag. I don't want to fight a move unless the projection edge is much stronger. The model read: Texas has the better offense, especially with Jose Ramirez out for Cleveland. But Parker Messick is a real starter, and Texas is tied to a bullpen game structure. Most likely scores: Guardians 4-3, Rangers 4-3, 3-3 in the late. Best angle tested is Rangers money line or first 5. If Texas bullpen game plan fails, this loses quickly. If Messick is sharp, Cleveland does not need much offense. If the Rangers' offense does not punch the weird Cleveland lineup early, the bullpen variance becomes too high. A 3-run first by Cleveland likely kills the dog angle. Strongest reason not to bet it, the market moved against the model edge. So, best angle, Rangers, money line for 5. All right, next up, Brewers. Reds at Brewers. Market read, Milwaukee is the public side, but the line came down from -150 to the -140s, which is suspicious. It suggests either Reds buyback or resistance against a popular Brewers side. Model read, Milwaukee is the better team and has a stronger lineup versus left-handed pitching, but the price is not cheap and the Brewers bullpen has workload concerns. Most likely scores, Brewers 5-4, Brewers 4-3, Reds 5-4. Best angle tested is Brewers money line. Stress test, if Gasser is 15% worse, Cincinnati's power can make this uncomfortable. If Eli De La Cruz and Eugenio Suarez are healthy than expected, the Reds' offense grades better. If Milwaukee's bullpen is compromised, full game Brewers loses value. Strongest reason not to bet it, favorite price with trap line behavior. Best angle for this game, Brewers money line. Next game, we got Padres at Cubs. Market read, the under steam was real earlier. The total dropped from 12.5 to 11, which means the best number is gone. Cubs are also a heavy public side. Model read, Cubs have the better side profile because Gavin Canning is a major concern for San Diego. But Wrigley weather makes totals dangerous and the market already corrected hard. Most likely scores, Cubs 6-5, Cubs 6-4, Padres 6-5. Best angle tested for this game, which is the under 12 or under 11.5. Stress test, if Wrigley wind plays stronger than projected, the under can lose fast. If Imanaga's homer issues shows up, this can break open early. If Canning is worse than expected, Cubs team total becomes the side, not the under. A 3-run first inning does not kill an under 12, but it badly hurts under 11. Strongest reason not to bet, we missed the playable number. So for Padres Cubs, best angle tested, under 12 or 11.5. All right, next game, Twins at Astros. Market read, Houston is supported, and the Houston team total angle makes sense. But the over team total market is crowded. That lowers the edge. Model read, Astros offense versus Zebby Matthews is the best part of the handicap. Houston's projected lineup has real run scoring upside, and Minnesota's bullpen defense profile is weak. Most likely scores, Astros 5-4, Astros 5-3, Twins 5-4. The best angle tested for this is Astros team total over 4.5. Stress test, if Matthews is 15% better than projected, the Astros team total edge shrinks. If Houston's bullpen is taxed, it does not hurt the team total, but can hurt full game money line. If the roof or park plays more neutral, the over projection drops. A slow first 3 innings puts the team total in danger. Strongest reason not to bet it, the market is already heavily tilted toward offense. Best angle for Twins Astros is Astros team total over 4.5. Next game, we got Marlins at Rockies. The market read is Miami steam was real, but is most likely gone now. Marlins moved from around -120 to -142 at Coors. That is a major price tax. Model read, Miami has the starter edge with Sandy Alcantara over Sullivan, but Coors Field reduces pitching uncertainty. Colorado's lineup has enough contact power to make a favorite uncomfortable. Most likely scores are Marlins 6-5, Marlins 7-5, Rockies 6-5. Best angle tested is the Marlins money line. Stress test, if Sandy is 15% worse, the favorite price becomes bad quickly. If Miami's bullpen is needed early, Coors becomes a disaster scenario. If Colorado's home field run environment takes over, no pitching edge is safe. A 3-run first by Colorado is a major problem. Strongest reason not to bet it, price move past fair value. So best angle for Marlins at Rockies is Marlins money line. Next game, we have Giants at Diamondbacks. Market read, Arizona is taking public money support, but several sharper analyst notes point towards San Francisco or the over, which creates a split market. The model read, surface pitching edge is Eduardo Rodriguez over Tyler Mahle, but Erod has regression flags. San Francisco's offense versus lefties is live. The issue is the Giants' bullpen. Most likely scores, Diamondbacks 5-4, Giants 5-4, Diamondbacks 6-4. Best angle tested for this game is Giants first 5 money line and over 8.5. Stress test: if Maul is 15% worse, the bet loses fast. If Arizona's market sport is real, the Giants' dog value is fake. If the Giants' bullpen is needed early, full game is off the table. If the roof park plays neutral, the over loses value. Strongest reason not to bet it: Mullen's hard to trust, and the better price window is thin. So for Giants Diamondbacks, best angle tested for this game: Giants first 5 money line and the over 8.5. Next game, Dodgers at Athletics. Market read: this one is the most interesting sharp trap games on the slate. Public naturally wants the Dodgers, but the sharper indicators and expert notes lean Athletics, especially first 5 and team total. The issue is that the market already moved from Athletics plus money toward minus 105. The model read: gauge jump gives Oakland a real starter edge over Eric Lauer. Oakland also gets a major park boost at Sutter Health Park, but the Dodgers lineup is still dangerous enough to ruin the handicap quickly. Most likely scores: Athletics 6-5, Dodgers 6-5, Athletics 5-4. Best angle tested: Athletics first 5 money line. Stress test is: if jump is 15% worse, Dodgers power becomes a major disaster scenario. If Ohtani, Freeman, Betts gets to him early, the bet can lose fast. Oakland's bullpen is not trustworthy enough for a full game. The park is hitter-friendly, so even the better starter can get punished. Strongest reason not to bet it: the Dodgers lineup is too dangerous, and plus money value is mostly gone. So best angle for Dodgers at Athletics: Athletics first 5 money line. All right, guys, and the final game on today's slate is Angels at Mariners. Market read: Seattle is heavy supported, but minus 206 is expensive. The under got steamed from 8 to 7.5, so the best total number is also gone. The model reads: Seattle has the clear starter edge with George Kirby over the Angels starter situation, but the Angels at plus 170 are not quite cheap enough. And the document also shows some starter scratch confusion around Ryan Johnson, George Klassen, which is a major uncertainty. Most likely scores: Mariners 5-3, Mariners 4-3, Angels 4-3. The best angle tested for this game is Angels money line plus 170, or take the under 7.5. Stress test says: if Seattle's offense is merely average, they can still win but not cover value at minus 206. If the Angels starter situation is worse than projected, Seattle can run away early. And if the under is already steamed to 7.5, a 3-run first inning is very damaging. Strongest reason not to bet it: expensive favorite, bad dog profile, and total number already corrected. So best angle for Angels Mariners is Angels money line or under 7.5. All right, guys, and to wrap up today, our official bet will be Pirates first 5 money line minus 130 or better. Fairline Pirates first 5 minus 165 to minus 170. Playable at minus 130. Pass at minus 135 or worse. Why it made the card: it just had the cleanest sharp profile, the strongest starter path edge, and it removes the biggest Pittsburgh weakness by staying first 5. The bet can still lose. Philadelphia's power is real. A first inning homer can put this into a hole fast. But compared to the rest of the slate, this is the only angle that still qualifies as a real betting edge, not just a model edge. All right, guys, that's the card. Pirates first 5 money line, minus 130 or better. Everything else is a pass. And that's it. There were angles everywhere, but angles are not bets. A bet needs a number, a market read, a stress test, and a price that can still beat the close. We do not need action. We need an edge. Like and subscribe for more Edge Over Action slate breakdowns. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Good luck on today's bets.